Now this one is the entry-level model. This is the XJ Sport, which has a 3.2 litre V8. Now that's pushing out roughly around about 260 brake horsepower. Not a huge amount when you think of it, but there's other cars that are smaller and have the same sort of power. The MR2, for example, by Toyota, that also has a similar sort of power to weight ratio. But when you consider that it's a V8 and that power is almost instantaneous, it gives you a bit of an explosion and still gives you that kickback as well as that beautiful roar. Now with that automatic gearbox, you may be surprised just how much of a kickdown you get from it, and it really does force you back in your seat, especially when you press the sport button. Just listen to this. On a car that weighs around 2 tons, you'd expect it to wallow through the corners and be heavy overall, but on the contrary, it's not. With the new traction control and the suspension and the fact that the chassis and the engine are now made of aluminium, it's agile and light and very, very responsive. In fact, it feels like a car that is a great deal smaller than it actually is. Now on a car of this class, you would of course expect the usual complimentary toys. It has the obligatory cruise control and aircon, as well as climate control. But I think one of the best features, and this needs to be added onto most cars being produced these days, is the buttons on the steering wheel. Now from here you can control the stereo, as well as the phone and the cruise control, which means that you don't need to take your eyes off the road for any more than a fraction of a second. Now I don't know about you, but when I'm buying a car, I always think about safety, and the XJ has to be one of the safest cars on the road. There's got to be 6 airbags in here, as well as the structural supports that protect you in an accident, and also the ABS that comes with most cars these days. But you do feel very, very safe and secure in here. Just looking around, the cabin is luxurious, from the well-tailored upholstery right through to the real wood dashboard, and the instruments are nice and clear, and you've got a decent sound system too. And you feel refreshed and relaxed after a long journey. These seats are comfortable, you've got decent supports for your arms, and the driving position overall is very good. If you're looking in your rear view mirror and you've got this behind you, then the big cat's got a lot of presence. It just screams classic designs, classic curves, as well as power, prestige. And if we're being snobbish about it, then it also says money. Someone once said, you don't drive a Jaguar, you wear it. And I think that's very true. You'd certainly feel very special when you're behind the wheel, and in fact even if you're a passenger. And if it's good enough for celebrities and the royal family, then it's good enough for us.